Hi guys, my name is Moran. Welcome to another episode of Getting Personal, where I gather different stories from Reddit. And today I was supposed to film something very serious and an episode about stalkers, but that's gonna come later because today I'm having, frankly speaking, an awful time and I thought that I need a little pick me up. So today I'm just gonna read you a wonderful story that is both saucy and wild about a guy who decided to entertain his girlfriend, but then something went wrong. And this story is called Today up dressing up as Harry Potter to please my girlfriend during sex. My girlfriend is a hardcore Harry Potter fan, or at least she used to be. I remember during the honeymoon phase of our relationship, she mentioned one of her fantasies was a Harry Potter roleplay situation where she was a professor at Hogwarts that ends up being seduced by one of her students. I didn't know what to do with that information at the time, but I thought it was funny and never forgot about it. Less than 2 years later, I decided to bring out my inner wizard and figure out how to fulfill the fantasy my girlfriend always wanted. After completing my Harry Potter research, aka rewatching the movies, I called my girlfriend a few days ago and encouraged her to play along and avoid asking questions when she came over that evening. That was it, no spoilers. When my girlfriend showed up at my apartment, I was standing in the lounge wearing a Harry Potter costume and pointing a wand at her. She laughed. I referred to my girlfriend as Professor and asked her if she remembered that spell she taught me during dark arts class that paralyzed people. My girlfriend was still laughing, but she eventually nodded in response to my question. I waved my wand and shouted Petrificus Totalis. My girlfriend struggled to stop laughing, but she managed to get into character and freeze instantly as per my spell. I literally picked up my motionless girlfriend and put her down on the couch. Well, before we move any farther into this, I just want to note that I don't think being a professor that gets seduced by a student and being paralyzed and had sex with by the student is the same thing. I don't really enjoy the content of this fantasy because for me it just borders too much on the unacceptable things. But people enjoy what they enjoy. It's just not my cup of tea. I imagined something different when he said seducing her as a professor. I didn't think it would be like, you're paralyzed. I'm a now, so yeah. I proceeded to undress my girlfriend while telling her how much I've always wanted to sleep with a mudblood and pump her full of pure blood seed. That is a very interesting choice of dirty talk, let's just say that. Not gonna lie, I cringed on the inside, rightfully so, when I delivered that line because it sounded silly, but then again, I could tell my girlfriend was turned on when I removed her underwear. It was working. When I was done going down on my girlfriend, I waved my wand between her legs and said, unimpregnate. I made her aware that I was gonna penetrate her without protection and my made-up spell would prevent her from becoming a mudblood MILF. This is a lot, okay? This is just a lot for me. I unzipped my pants and banged my girlfriend in my wizard uniform. She forgot she was under my paralysis spell and broke character a few times when she moaned and moved her body, but at that point we were both past the point of controlling ourselves and just did whatever felt good. The two of us came really hard. Based on the outcome, I knew my girlfriend enjoyed what I did. However, post-nut clarity left her with mixed feelings afterwards. My girlfriend said the fantasy was hot when it happened and she appreciated my effort, but replaying it in her head made her feel like we were acting too much like children to get ourselves off, and that was kind of giving her the ick. She never said it in so many words, but I sensed that she was low-key trying to tell me that she outgrew her Harry Potter fantasy and I was probably too late. Instead of letting it go and moving on, I revisited the topic last night, almost a week ago since the fantasy. I decided to ask my girlfriend what I could do differently in case I wanted to surprise her with a sequel. My girlfriend sighed and said I could just copy and paste what her ex-boyfriend did. Oh girl. Oh no. She was definitely caught off guard, I think. She paused mid-sentence and looked at me like she suddenly realized she said something bad. Again, Against my better judgment, I encouraged my girlfriend to finish her sentence. Mistakes were made, buddy. Mistakes were made. She said she didn't really care about Harry Potter prior to meeting her ex, who was the OG Potter fan apparently. She said his nerdy obsession with Harry Potter was endearing. I asked how endearing. My girlfriend dodged my question and said I could focus on the fact that she enjoyed the version of her fantasy I created. I asked what was her ex's version. Dude, you're just digging yourself a grave. My girlfriend said if you really want to know, before telling me that her ex enjoyed playing the role of a Quidditch captain who ends up missing the game and losing the tournament because he was balls deep inside his wizard girlfriend. Now that is a fun fantasy. Paralyzing her and kind of assaulting her is not fun. Anyway, she said it was unexpectedly hot because her ex pretended to be reluctant and submissive, whereas she had to be distracting and dominant, which was new for her. She said she didn't know she could squirt until she dominated her ex. Oh, you poor thing. You shouldn't have started that conversation. I said I didn't know she could squirt until now. My girlfriend awkwardly laughed it off and said I should be grateful I've never made her squirt because she always hated the cleanup. They are both not handling that conversation very well. I asked my girlfriend why she would plant the seed of a Harry Potter roleplay fantasy at the beginning of our relationship if her ex already did a better job. She rolled her eyes at me saying better job and said she was still somewhat high on her ex during our first few dates and wanted to recapture the same magic from her previous relationship, but she eventually fell in love with me and forgot about her ex and his Harry Potter bullshit until recently when she saw me in my Harry Potter costume, which automatically made her think of her ex. Oh no. Okay, the story just kept getting worse and just managed to gross me out by the end. I should have stopped asking questions, but for some reason I couldn't. I asked my girlfriend if she was turned on during the fantasy roleplay because she saw me in the Harry Potter costume or her ex. She said nothing. I asked if the ick she was feeling afterwards was not really the ick, but the guilt of knowing she was thinking of someone else fulfilling her fantasy instead of me. My girlfriend said she was gonna go and she did. I didn't stop her. Now she's not responding to my messages or my call. I kind of feel sorry for both of you. Honestly thought this story would be much more fun than it actually ended up being because as always I kind of read the start of it and the title and picked it for the episode and then just decided to blind react, but this is just bad. This is bad. I just think it would be so much better if it just ended on her saying, gave me the ick, let's not do that again. But it is what it is. I actually enjoyed the concept. I was like, Harry Potter fantasy could go so many different ways. You messed up in a potions class. You need to open the egg in the bathtub and your professor is helping you or whatever. I don't know. There is so many ways this could go. I just can say that I liked the X's version much more because it didn't involve potential non-consent. I would just be very interested to know if y'all are still together. Lots of people in the comments are saying that this is a fake post. I don't actually know what I think as to authenticity of this post because seems sorta kinda genuine. The guy just wrote nicely. He has good writing without like a billion of mistakes. But anyway, whether it was real or not, I just wish you to listen to your girlfriend next time when she says, I don't want to do something again, and not turn it into a police interrogation. Okay, that's all I've got to say. Gonna leave now. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, I really doubt it. Nobody watches my videos, but see you next time. Bye.